in the greenhouse. We just transplanted our pumpkin plant here. We got our heating cable coming up from the ground. And then we're going to be putting a heater in here. These are some of the products that we used when we just transplanted our pumpkin. Some premium mycorrhizal inoculant and a WOW Super Starter packs and Azos. But yeah, I just gave it a good drink here with our watering can. Got the whole area nice and wet. We use a metocloprid in our water, so our plant will start absorbing and taking that into its leaves. So yeah, when the plant, it'll absorb the metocloprid into the tissue of this plant, and then once it goes into the tissue of this plant, it's going to be protected from the squash vine borers and cucumber beetles and everything else that likes to chew on your pumpkin plant. So a metocloprid is really, really important to water in with your plant just to get off to a good start. This is a look at our hoop house here. It's a 5x6 with 2x4s. Then in the corner, I got some weights. So I screwed a piece of just plywood up to the bottom of our hoop house, and I put on some weights. Hey, Liquid Metal, how's it going? No grow light. We're just gonna go all natural this year. I thought about it. I thought about hanging a grow light right up there. That'd be perfect, right on the PVC. We could hang it down, but I never really tried it. But I've always had good luck without a grow light. But when you make your hoop house, put some weights on it. These are just some bricks that that just will hold this down so it doesn't take off in the wind. And make sure you mark out your soil heating cables here. This is the Extensador cable. I got one marker here, one in the back, and I think I got another one out there. But this is our cable running down into the ground. So our cables are running just like this, under about 8 to 10 inches down underneath. Irrigation. I do have just some sprinklers here that are on a timer that I can put on a timer. I got one head over here. I can add as many heads as I want. I can put another head there or put one on this post, but I water everything by hand mostly. If I need to, I overhead water with these sprinklers here when it's really hot. And our patch is 30 by 25. Target temperature of the soil. Target temperature of that soil is about 80 degrees. I put a thermometer in it earlier this afternoon, and the heating cables had up to 80 degrees. How's it going, Tyler Marshall? Liquid Metal, you're asking if I use dosing pumps like a fertilizer injector. I use an ortho sprayer, so I put my fertilizer in the ortho sprayer. You can check them out. You can get them at like Home Depot, Lowe's. You put your fertilizer in there, and I have an EC meter, so when I fertilize, I can test what's coming out of that ortho sprayer, and that's how I fertilize everything. Inject basically all of our water with nutrients. But this is definitely some things I'm using. WOW Super Starter packs. Check Ron Wallace's site out. Make some really good stuff. I put 3 or 4 of these underneath our plant. one we just planted about 10 minutes ago. And then premium mycorrhizal inoculant. This helps their beneficial bacteria on the root zone. Definitely check out Ron's products. He's a world record holder. Liquid metal. What other crops do? I do tomatoes, giant pumpkins, and I used to do cucumbers and zucchini, but giant pumpkins I've taken over. And also I use Azos, which is a beneficial bacteria. Check out Extreme Gardening. No, I'm not sponsored by these guys, but check them out. Do you guys have any more questions here before I go? Or the spray foam there, that's just to close up the gaps within the PVC and within the side of the plastic within the boards. Mega Man, my goal this year is 1,000 pounds. Hopefully we'll hit 1,000 pounds this year. Check out all my other videos. Last year I documented every week last year during the growing season. So definitely check out those videos. I go pretty in depth of what we do here and how to grow these. And so hopefully that giant pumpkin that plant's in there, it's going to be out here somewhere, about 20 feet out or so. Hopefully we can hit that goal. So keep checking back and following along all year. I'm going to keep posting all year. Mega Man, you got any other questions before I go? All right, sounds good, guys. Keep checking back and following along me posting. I'll come live every once in a while when I'm out here checking in on the plant. Here's one good last close-up of the plant. Here's your first true leaf, your second true leaf. Use your cotyledons. So the main vine is always opposite of your first true leaf. So when you put your plant in the hole, the vine's gonna come out this way. So you can kind of direct it which way you want it to grow. That's definitely a pro tip.